about tutoring, peer helpers, peer mentors, markers, invigilators, facilitators. These are opportunities that you can make use of in the university. It gives you that experience that you deserve. Imagine first, second, third year, you're doing it and you get your degree. It's not just you getting a degree, but you have the experience. So in the next video, hello everyone, welcome to DIY Student Life Hacks with Blanche, and welcome to another video. And in this video, I feel like it is very crucial for your life as a student, and when you get your degree, it's like experience. Right? So it's not about you just leaving your home, going to the university, and then you leave after you just get your certificate and you leave. Then now you are going to search for a job, or now you're like, oh, I need that paying job, I need that money that's gonna last me, that's gonna that I can afford the things that I want. So it's about you navigating through the university and the things that they offer that are gonna make you have that experience that you really deserve. It's not high school anymore that you leave your home, you go to school and you come back. It is a large environment with activities that you can participate in, things that you can do like part-time jobs that will help you also motivate you, and also you're getting experience. Not just that, you are also trying to put things together with how to navigate your student life and your working lifestyle. So there are so many things that you can work with the university, like part-time jobs as a student, but mostly not with university only. A student can only work 23 hours in a month. So you can have 2 jobs, part-time jobs, 3, I don't know the maximum numbers, but some don't pay me 2. And you can only work 23 hours for the number of jobs that you have. So not like you're gonna work 23 hours for the first job, 23 hours for the second. You combine everything together. So if you have 2 jobs, you're gonna work, or you divide the 23 hours into 2, and you're gonna work maybe 13 with job 1 and 10 with job 2 to balance it if you want to work maximum 23. So firstly, I'm going to talk about tutoring opportunities. Tutors as students, not first years. I'm not sure you can be a tutor in your first year, because you have to have that, you need to have that experience with that particular module that you want to help in. So the lecturer is going to assign you, lecturers do that part. So you have to assist students in that particular module. Like, okay, yeah, you're doing good in physics, you're doing good in psychology. That lecturer is gonna pick you up, or you go for it. Then you're like, okay, I really want to do this, and then you go through the procedure. But tutors need to have the skills that they're good in that module, and effective team communication, because if you can't communicate properly, I'm not sure it's gonna work, because you're gonna meet different students that are struggling with that module. You're gonna meet different students that are not open enough to talk. Maybe they're just good with listening. You're gonna meet different categories of people for that module. So you need to have professionalism, effective team communication, problem solving skills, critical problem solving skills, because that is really necessary and essential for tutors. Then we have, okay, I would say I'm not comfortable with the marks, but we can do it much better. We're gonna have a last revision class on the 8th of November, okay? So I'll just put the script at the front, guys. Come get your scripts real quick so we can start with our class. We're gonna be doing SU4 and 6 today, and we have our study unit next week, Saturday, next weekend. So our last class is gonna be on the 8th, online class. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Microsoft Teams or Zoom, but I'm gonna send the communication via the WhatsApp group. You will join using the Microsoft or Zoom link that I'm gonna send in the slide, because that is, then again, when you're writing that, they're gonna give maybe, let's say, 2 marks. So you must write that your p-values are less than alpha. Because why are you saying that they contribute? They want to know why you are saying that. So you're comparing your p-value to your alpha, which is your significance level. So if both p-values are less than alpha, we're rejecting. Then we have, like I said, tutors are assigned by lecturers for that specific module. Then we have facilitators. It's almost same like tutors, but facilitators focus on at-risk modules, meaning that they don't do one-on-one teaching like tutors, but they do group works. Like a facilitator for a module is just gonna send an email to students saying we're gonna have facilitation session on this day at this time. Do you guys prefer online or in contact classes? Sorry. So whatever the students decide, it's up to them. Then they're gonna make a plan, but it's not a one-on-one session. So it's a group, like a class. So the facilitator doesn't really do much like a tutor, like explain in details. They just bring like a past paper or ask if students are struggling with something, then they can do it in a group, but you can't do one-on-one sessions with a facilitator. Okay? Then we have peer mentors. I'm sure that you can see this. NW, peer mentoring. In the past 3 years, it was academic peer mentoring, but now it's switched and now we do peer mentoring. So we're no longer focusing on academics with first years and students. We're only focusing on the social ability, the social aspect of first years. And in the past 3 years as well, it was academic peer mentoring, not just for first years, but students that were struggling with the academic life. But now the program changed just to peer mentoring, and especially to first year, strictly first year. So we don't do second, third, fourth year students. So it's first year, and we're trying to balance the social ability that students struggle with when they get to high school, when they get from high school to varsity, and they cannot incorporate everything, the learning environment, the overwhelming workload, and stuff like that. Then we have markers and student assistants. You also have to be specific with the module. Student assistants, for example, with CMPG, you need to be in the lab, you fill in marks, you work with the lecturer with uploading and grading students with their class activities and test. And invigilators also work with student assistants. It's basically almost the same, because you need to maybe invigilate when the students for that particular module are writing class tests, but not exams. You don't do that. So markers, student assistants, invigilators together. So if you apply for student assistant post, there's a probability that you're gonna grade students, you're gonna invigilate them, grading, like filling in marks for them. Then we have peer helpers. Peer helpers also help with academic content, but not peer mentoring. Pay attention to that. So being a peer mentor is strictly first year students on the social ability, but now we have peer helpers. They also focus on academic content. We do social ability only because tutors, facilitators, peer helpers do academic content. So everyone cannot do academic content, and because the rate of first year dropout is really alarming. So the social, and one of the problems, main issues, is the social aspect. Like I always say, if you don't communicate, we cannot know what's wrong with you unless you say something. I cannot see you on the road and I know that you're struggling with accounting or your social aspect, the social aspect of your life or your communication. So unless you come to me, you're like, okay, or I ask you something, I'm never gonna know. So we're trying to see that people can get in touch, they can communicate properly, effective team communication, they can work in groups because it's really essential in the university. Then we have the SAC and the ACC. This ones, they can also part-time job, but it's mostly faculty based. I'm not going to talk much about that one, but the ones that I've talked about: tutoring, peer helpers, peer mentors, markers, invigilators, facilitators, these are opportunities that you can make use of in the university. It gives you that experience that you deserve. Imagine first, second, third year, you're doing it and you get your degree. It's not just you getting a degree, but you have the experience. So in the next video, we're going to talk about why you should do this when you're in the university, why you should consider these opportunities. They are there for you. And you're like, oh no, there are thousands of students. Do you think they're going to take me? Why not give it a try? why not give it a try, Nyana? Yeah, so don't forget, tutors are appointed by lecturers for that specific module, facilitators as well, student assistants as well. Then peer helpers, they do that, not lecturers, but they have a specific department for that. And also sorry, peer mentoring, there's a specific department, center for teaching and learning, okay, so thank you so much for watching. It was a short video, and in the next video, like I said, we're going to talk about why you should consider this opportunities. Nyana. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.